So here's a quick one that's a perfect example of the manipulation tactics and mind games and drama that they can put guys through if guys don't know any better, which is really important that guys understand and hear this type of material quite regularly, especially when they're young. And in this story here, this girlfriend is obviously up to no good. The guy calls her on it, and she breaks up with him, and because she's been his girlfriend for like most of his life, he doesn't know what to do, and he then becomes putty in her hand, and she makes it even worse for him. And it's drama, 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 until finally he sees reality and is done with her. And guys, again, once a cheater, always a cheater. Don't take them back. Don't chase someone that throws you away. Oh, and this is titled, Cheated On by My Girlfriend of 7 Years, and a big shout out to Mel for sending in this story. He says, I'm 24 years old and she is 22. We were together for 7 years. D-Day was on March 22nd, 2026. She broke up with me in August 2025, saying that I was too controlling and abusive. From my side, it was things like asking her not to talk to college guys when she got back home because that was our time. I do a 9 to 5 with 4 hours of commute, and one guy was clearly flirting with her, asking for her Instagram, and instead of shutting it down, she entertained it by saying she's active on WhatsApp. That did not sit right with me. I got angry and said things I shouldn't have, and she left. I have no problem with this, except for the fact that he said that he wanted her not to talk to guys when she was with him. She shouldn't be talking to or hanging out with any guys if they're in a relationship, let alone they've been together for like 7 years. That's unacceptable. And he commutes 4 hours a day? Holy crap. Dude, maybe you might want to move closer to your job. I chased her from August to October, calls, mails, everything. Smack. Never chase somebody that dumped you. You walk away, make them chase you. She kept breadcrumbing me. Picked up my calls sometimes just to say that she might cheat if she comes back and she won't commit to marriage. I went so low that I even said I'd accept her even if she had been with someone else, which I didn't mean. Smack! Really, dude? The problem is, he's 24. They were together for 7 years. She's pretty much all he knows. He has a massive attachment to her. Probably the first girl he's in love with. Probably the first girl he slept with. And he doesn't know anything else. No. Someone like that, treating you like that, no. You got to move on. This is why you need bros to smack the hell out of you. Eventually, I stopped contacting her because she kept insulting me, calling me ugly, saying she'll find someone better. Well, in fairness, she kicks him to the curb and dumps him, and he's still chasing after her and willing to take her back even if she cheated. I'd lose respect for him too, but she's obviously a piece of garbage. The moment I stopped, within a week, she came back asking if I had moved on. See? Power walking away. I said no. She said she wants to come back to me. I was happy. I thought I was saving my 7 years and took her back. Smack, smack, smack. No. Are you nuts? What do you think is going to happen here? But this is how they roll. Well, from November to March, I worked on myself constantly. My tone, my behavior, everything. I asked her clearly if she was seeing somebody else or had been physical. She denied it completely. She said she can't even imagine another man being with her. Sure, given how I know how this whole story goes. She's never taken her back. We started meeting, hotels, physical stuff every alternate weekend, dates, Valentine's Day, our 7-year anniversary. I was all in, spending, planning, doing everything for her. She kept telling me this is the best version of me. Smack! What, a guy that was kissing her butt? So before he was rightfully laying down the law about certain things, and she had a problem. Now she dumps him and he's now pee with kissing her butt. You think that's going to make her like him anymore? But don't worry, guys, there's a lesson here. But the patterns were there. She ignored me for like 2 to 3 hours in college. I saw group photos where she had been always standing next to that decent guy that she once mentioned, and my gut knew something was off, but I ignored it. Smack! Never do that. Meanwhile, even after getting back, she would question me constantly about my own life, like meeting school friends, including girls, for badminton. She would doubt everything that I did. Well, that's what cheaters do. Since she's a cheater, she's assuming you're a cheater. Then 2 weeks ago, that same quote-unquote decent guy texted me and told me everything in a taunting way. He's been with her since September. They made up multiple times in college, the metro, his place, while I was begging her to come back. Even after we got back together, she was still talking to him. There you go. Once a cheater, always a cheater. That moment broke me completely. I confronted her. Her first response was that this is payback for your behavior. She blamed the cheating on me. I didn't argue, spoke for 5 minutes, blocked her everywhere. Thank the Lord. This is her payback for the breakup. She broke up with him because he was, rightfully so, calling her on her crap. Not all of the crap, but a lot of it. And she played mind games with him. This is what some of these scumbags do. But it didn't end there. She started trying to pull me back in. Extreme emotional manipulation, self-harm threats, saying I can just use her physically if I want. I gave in a few times, met her in hotels, but I broke down in front of her multiple times. The remorse felt fake. Smack! See what happens when these people build these deep attachments? They can't let go. Then I found out she even met the guy again on D-Day to check what he told me. He was feeding her lies about me, trying to flip everything, but I had proof. I defended her when he texted me. When I showed her, she was shocked. But honestly, it didn't change anything anymore. At that point, everything just clicked. Well, my advice here, dude, you're not exactly in a position to give advice unless you learn your lesson. My advice here is delete everything, photos, chats, and GIFs. Do not respond no matter what. Don't fall for the manipulation or self-harm threats, and don't confuse SCX with love. I wasn't perfect, but nothing justifies cheating, lying, and running another relationship while keeping me as backup. She didn't come back because she loved me. She came back because I was available. And once you see that clarity, there's no going back. So I'm going to give the extreme benefit of the doubt to think that after he wrote his little pieces of Jedi wisdom here, that he's now finally done. He's finally seen her what she is. Guys, this ain't a pretty story. I'm aware of that. But you got to hear these things on occasion. This guy made the mistake so many guys do. He did things right by calling her in a crap, but she called his bluff, got rid of him, and then acted like a bitch. And she treated him like one accordingly. And look at all the mind games and drama they do. Someone's going to be like that, you're done with them completely. But this is what happens when you build an attachment. You build an attachment, you can't let go of somebody that's a piece of shit. You can love your girl, but don't be in love with her. Now, some comments before I wrap this thing up. This guy says here, the allure of cheap attention she fell for, and will go through the carousel of different men before declaring, where's all the good men? Well, honey, the true loyal women who value them got to keep them. You didn't value them, you had them. Keep being awesome, mate. Stay away from people like your ex. He wasn't being awesome. Maybe he's being awesome not being done with her, but you get the point. Another guy says, I hope you learned your lesson. They only come back if it doesn't work out for them. Never let a woman wrap you around their little finger. And the original guy says, yes, I got to learn this the hard way. She was okay managing 2 relationships simultaneously. So there you go. Let's learn from this guy's mistake. I know that was a little painful to hear, but we need to hear that from time to time. Don't take them back. Call them on their crap. If they decide to break up with you for you calling them on their crap, fine. They're gone forever. And don't take back a cheater. But the signs were there. And again, hell hath no fury. Look at all the crap she put him through. Just because she needs some attention, a backup plan in place, juggling 2 guys at once, she's scum. But I hope this painful experience taught him some things and he's moved on.